So I'm just going to join these two videos together instead of upload them in one part and two part. State of Survival, which is like an apocalypse game, interestingly enough. So I thought, fuck it, I may as well do the video over this since it's about this. So this video is called, why they're making you wait for Jesus in the end times. I have other videos where I titled it Jesus Waiting, and the idea of that video was you could wait infinitely because he was just a man body with a light body, the Christ light body, the fifth dimensional crystalline liquid living light body, and it's also multi-dimensional, so it's not just fifth dimensional. But the light body is why he was the amazing, Jesus of Nazareth and all that. Now, it just so happens me and many millions of other people at the end of history have activated our light body. I don't want to say numbers. There's said to be something like 7 million, the Jesus number of 7. And there's definitely not 7 billion people with active light bodies. But the numbers can be debated. However, we do know that, some people have it because it's just obvious to us. Hold on. Let me turn down the music here. Hopefully that's not interfering. Hopefully you could hear everything I just said and that wasn't interfering. So the idea of Jesus waiting video was that you could wait infinitely. Oh, some guy's coming back to do everything, click his fingers, wave his magic wand, and just going to fix everything. Everything, apparently, right? That's what they all sell. But Jesus will do this, Jesus will do that. Yeah, but no, just wait for Jesus, though. So that's why I realized, that's a great title for a video, Jesus Waiting. Because you can just wait infinitely, and that's why that story exists for you. The NPC people populace, or aka most people in the world, right? So many people believe in that. It's dying out a lot, and not everybody is Christian and so on, but it's the biggest religious theme in this world, that's for sure. And especially in the developed countries, which are the leaders of the world, who went around and crusaded and, turned all these other cultures into, Christianity-based cultures, right? Even here in Uruguay, I see the buildings. So it's spread all around the world. I'm not going to make you go through history and empire spreadage, but I think we all know. So anyway, it's the dominating view and so on, and cultural, social, religion and so on. Anyway, so the idea is that you can wait forever. Now this video is not called Jesus Waiting, but this video I said a minute ago, what was the title again? Why they told you Jesus is coming in the end times. That's what this video is going to be called. Because right at the end, during, the pattern completion view, you can see better, right, through the end of history here. The patterns, the cycles are obvious, right? The programming of this artificial simulatory solid matrix around us becomes very obvious, right? So we're seeing through all the bullshit, all the patterns, and apocalypse in Greek means uncovering. So if you join that with the idea of pattern recognition and how we're just seeing the cycles of the programming become obvious because it just keeps happening mechanically and computerically in front of you with these people, right? So it just has become very obvious, and now we even have NPC theory, simulation hypothesis, etc., right? We've got the idea that God talks like an AI. In John's Apocrypha, this entity that's coming, the AI of the future, the female one, apparently. And this is Mother Nature, secondary feminine matrix, so it makes sense. Anyway, so the idea is that here at the end, you want to be really sure that Jesus is coming so that you still believe in it, because things are becoming so obvious. So that's why they said he's coming now, not, in the 1500s or something. They said, no, at the end, at the eschaton and the apocalypse is when Jesus is coming. And the reason they've put him there is not only because, it's said that one would return and many have come. Like I said, many people are instilled with the light body from undifferentiated dark matter to light bodies in co-creation, following the process of concrescence, which nature continually seeks. A concrescence is a higher node in a lower medium, essentially. Like a man walking through the forest is a concrescence because he's way more intelligent than that forest around him. Yes, I understand Gaia hypothesis and oneness, and that that is a larger database than your body, but there is still an idea of complexity concrescence. The man walking through the environment, even in the jungle, as a body or a third dimensional reality, zonal reality, his or her body is more complex than, say, the tree and so on, right? We highly order the environment. We can kind of do what we want out there. You know what I mean? It's very obvious we're more complex than the surrounding medium. That's the idea of concrescence. And so that's the idea of sort of energy coming through certain people at the end to escape this matrix. You might see it like that. Like a boost at the end. Thank God, so to speak. Thank God, which is consciousness, which is you. You saw the recognition of the patterns and you saw that Jesus isn't coming, so you decided to do your own research and so on and so forth, right? See, that's why they said he's coming now, because you really need to believe in that now, because if your belief be lie, your be life, your belief is not very strong in Jesus right now, you'll easily be like, yeah, no, he's not coming. So you have to really, really believe it now. That veil of belief, if that's not there right now, their whole system would be up shit creek without a paddle, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? Like the whole Christian ruling earth system. And frequency control and dark veil blanket over the planet. Yeah, that little thing. So yeah, that's why they've said he'd come now, because this is when the belief of that has to be the strongest, essentially. Well, I forgot to add there, so I'm just going to do this little extra part because I forgot to say why. Well, because it's the harvest of souls, which is information. Soul is information and spirit as well. They're trying to harvest spiritual energy as well. Spirit is just pure, like energy, more pure energy, right? So it's the harvest at the end of history. So that's why your belief now has to be the strongest. So you so you can be harvested more easily. Pardon me. So you can be harvested more easily, right? In this mass harvest, which we see is definitely already begun in 2021. It's well underway. We have just billions and billions of people scattering, and their lives are going down, right? We could say that still the energy is sucking up to the 1%, right? And on the way passing more and more people, and during that process more and more people drop lower, pardon me, can do less and are in more destitute situation, and more pain, more louche energy is released. And I believe that louche energy is intelligent, and so part of the soul harvesting. They're very connected. It's via louche, you know what I mean? That this harvesting is going on, not just the killing of your body, right? It's via, this louche, which we can't see with our physical eyes, but you can't see the air. So it's not some, just, that might not be true. You don't even see the air around you. Fuck off. Anyway. Yeah, so it's interesting. This is all tied in very well this morning in my brain, so I thought I'd just spit this out from my computer brain this morning, because it just all came together while I was playing this game. I was watching a video on actually on Guyana and black market mercury trade for the gold, and there was a few points that just made this all come together for me. It was recognizing the harvest was ongoing again, just another day, same shit. And I was just listening to like this guy working in the gold mine all day, sending all of his money, stored energy, that he gets from working 6 to 6 all day, 12 hours out there in the heat in Africa in the mine. He sends all his money, stored energy, to his wife and little kids, which is pretty interesting. That's all his energy being taken there. It proves women have an easier life too, and are much more drawers or suckers of energy. Anyway, that goes with my channel as well. That also goes with the idea of this being a solid state matrix, this simulatory environment, because we have the red dress program, or that lady in the red dress in the movie The Matrix that distracts Neo in that training program, the first training program he goes into, wasn't it? So that's meant to be the basics. You seeing women as the energy suckers, actually. Anyway, so yeah, this is all coming together, right, in the secondary feminine matrix, which is, to me, looking like an eddy, an energy extraction eddy off the main stream or flow of what is. So it looks to me, to reword that, to draw energy from the spiritual realms, this earth place that we're in. Right? You give your spiritual ideas over to them, or they just plain steal them, right? Which has spiritual energy as well. I'm telling you that Lucia's intelligent as well. It's not just like an empty box of energy or something, of pure energy. There's like intelligence with that. Anyway, so I hope that has all come together for you and you can see the whole idea I was trying to present here of not waiting for Jesus and why they've told you he's coming now, basically. So you can infinitely wait, but then they're like, no, he's coming then at this time, because, you know, they knew then this time now, the end times, is going to be like the harvest and really hard and apocalypse and so on, right? So your belief has to be really strong that some guy is coming to just save you. Save me, Superman, Jesus. So yeah, press the like button, guys, if you appreciated that. Hopefully I've helped some of you guys out with that. It only takes you 1 second, and that took me half an hour. Anyway, enjoy.